laying a roof is pretty easy, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But what if you've got to cut a hole in it?
Now you get into troubled areas about where you're going to cut.
Depending where that hole is,
yeah,
how tricky it's going to be, can be very hard.
This is not your average size pipe. We've kind of just done this for an example, but no matter what the size, you're pretty much going to be the same issues that are coming up. So right here, we've done an example of a what not to do, but you will come across this if you're doing repairs on someone else's work. So ideally, you would never put
a stink pipe or any kind of pipe through
a protrusion, any kind of form of protrusion through a sheet.
What you're trying to say is that never cut a hole near or at a lap.
Look, sometimes you can't avoid it. So say if you're laying a new roof and there's already pipes coming out of the roof and you've started your lay over here and you get to the point where you've got to cut a hole for the pipe, it may land on there.
Sometimes it's not avoidable, but we have a solution for that. You've got to see that there's a joint in your sheet there. And then what that means is that water can come up here and get pulled across, and it runs down here on this underlap here. So if you see here, you can see the underlap and water comes out there. So if I show you on this diagram over here, water tends to track across this, can get pulled across, and it will run on the underside of the lap here. So if you have a protrusion through here, which is there, you'll then have water coming in as it pulls across. You'll have water coming in there. And especially sometimes you'll have this hole will be quite big. It could be right into here, or it could be even here, right next to the lap. So it looks like it's kind of sideways, but as long as you're cutting that underside, you've got a potential point of entry with water. This is kind of a really dead giveaway if I'm going up on a roof and a client's got a leak. I'll look for something like this near a vent. If I see a vent, I'll be like, okay, so how's this done? First, is it on a lap? Okay. If it's not, there's a couple of other things to look for. So there's two ways to fix this. Say if you cannot avoid laying your sheet and having it here, or if you, like Mason says, you come up to a roof and you're fixing a previous job. So one way to fix it is you silicone the underside of this lap all the way up to under your ridge line or your apron flashing or whatever you have above it, so that no water can enter above this point. Remember, with silicone and metal, it's not a hard, everybody thinks, oh, silicone it and it's done. It's not like that with metal, because metal moves. I'm moving that with my hand. You wait till this gets hot and cold, you're going to hear it, it's going to be wanting to move all around. And that movement is going to tear that silicone. And then that silicone is going to then pull water in, right? So it's not, siliconing something is effective, but it's not like a good fix. A better fix is just to prevent water from getting anywhere near.
It's not a long-term solution.
Yeah, it's not your long-term solution. It's kind of like
it's a quick in and out. There you go, it's done for a bit. I'll see you in 4 years.
Yeah. The other way to fix it is you put a tray flashing the whole way up. Now this is not complete, like you never cut a hole, put a pipe through and that's done. You put a DEKTITE on, a zip and a normal. So this one here is designed for when you have, imagine you can't get this over the top. This could be, this can be anything. This could be a metal pole holding a deck, right? Or something large above it that you cannot pull this over the top. Or you could have like some big, this could be a round chimney with a big flange on it. And in those cases, you can't pull the DEKTITE over the top, which is what you'd use this for. There's no cut point there, that's just a pull over. Yeah, air conditioning units, the pipes coming from the air conditioning unit into the roof, the copper
Majority of them don't even have a DEKTITE, they're just pipes with a lot of silicone.
Yeah, a lot of silicone. So when you're using the zip tie, this is usually will go like this, because you can't pull it over, you're wrapping it around and you're zipping it up. When you get your pipe, you measure your diameter of your pipe, and then on your DEKTITE you'll have correlating diameters. Like say, what have we got here? 120 mil to 25 mil. So then you would, based off that, you would cut so it's tight fit. So if you've got...
You'd cut it one up.
Yeah, one up from the measurements. You want it to be a nice tight fit. You want to be able to pull it on, and you want it to have like, it needs to be like this type of action kind of happening. That's perfectly ideal, because then you're getting the tightness of the rubber itself is its own seal. But then on top of that, we put silicone. So this is your basic DEKTITE. Okay, what not to do with Dektites is do not put a square-based Dektite squarely to the roof, because as water comes down, it will tend to block here and then pull, right? And then it can go up under this lap. So you don't want to have water sitting there. So you always have a diagonal to the top of your roof. Second, you want to mark where that rubber point is on your pipe. Imagine this could be big or small. Then you want to press down and shape your Dektite to your roof. So it's going to have a nice bind to that corrugate roof. Something like that. Then I also like to mark that around. Just a rough line so I can see where my silicone point's going to be down from, and I do a round line here. Then I pull that off, then I silicone around here, I silicone around here, and then I silicone just above the mark that I've put on here. So that when this comes down, if you imagine it's tight like that, if it hits that mark there, say if I've got my silicone mark there, it'll push through it just slightly and then pull the silicone down, creating like a nice seal underneath the rubber seal. So once you've got that on there, then you need to fasten it to the roof. So I've always been taught that you start at one point, you can start at the bottom, top, side, wherever, and you work your way left to right like this. Now the reason you're doing this is because if you go one way around, you'll tend to have this kind of wrapping up. As you get to this point here, you'll get a gap. It starts to it's almost like pulling it round. So you want to just kind of evenly come round so that it's got a nice seal. So now you've got this point here is sealed, and then you're fastening through that silicone seal underneath there. So that's that. If we're doing it on new roof, we would tray this up. So we'd have a tray flashing going the length of the roof. We don't even bother with this because it's just too much potential points of entry. So we like to minimize that massively. So we would have a tray flashing on this. This would sit diagonally on the tray flashing, and therefore there's no water at all coming through, and it's just hitting this and going round. Seal fixed. But the best thing is a tray flashing. So if you're looking at your roof and you see protrusions through, that's fine if it's here. If we had this here, then this seal works. Your only weak point is kind of like potential, a little bit of water sitting in here, but as long as this is sealed correctly, that works. Yes.
Yeah, sealed and screwed properly, and it's done.
Yeah. So don't panic if you look at your roof and you go, oh, I just see Dektites and there's no back trays. That's okay in this scenario here, where it's in the middle of the sheet. But if you've got this scenario, you've got troubles. So then you can start worrying and maybe give us a call. So is there anything else, Mason, on the corrugate?
No, you pretty much nailed it. That's exactly right.
Number two would be when we're talking about different profiles of sheets,